My name is Sonia Marie. For all you cross watchers out there that don't know who I am, hello. I'm going to take this moment in time and wait for all the folks that are coming on live just to plug up so I don't have to scream and make sure. Appreciate your patience. Yo, did you know since magazine? Did you know that I have a wonderful book that's out? I think you should really check the description box below and see what a sister does. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. I really appreciate you. Just want to say you, Bijou is in the place. Bijou, one of my favorite Aquariuses. She's the bomb diggity, y'all. I think this works a little better now that I don't have to scream. Here, D. Stokes and Danielle is here. Angela Hill, I already said hello to you. Oh, thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Y'all know I had to get rid of that hair. I don't know what's going on. You get past an age or whatever and them hormones start kicking in. My hair wasn't growing the way that I like it to grow. And chick had to cut it off. It was like, wait, what's going on? So, I got to get back to the curls, to that healthy spot. Appreciate you being here. Portland is here. What's up, Babyface K? Hi, Tanil. Happy belated birthday again, sweet Aries. Yo, happy birthday to all the Aries. Happy solar return to you and kicking off this wonderful spring season. I just want to know a couple of people that are in here already by show of hands, it shows of whys, some yes, y'all. Y'all feeling the spring? Like, spring is coming in with a force this year. And I'm only saying that because it feels like, okay, so if y'all had things with me, y'all know that I'm very visual and that spirit drops information to me in such a poetic and artistic kind of feel. And I literally just saw buds coming up out of the ground in representation of this particular time. And it may seem like buds are coming out, it's like forceful. It's like necessary. It's like hell bent to get it done. And that's what I want to talk about this week really quickly. I'm going to run down a couple of aspects that's happening this week, and then I'm going to allow Spirit to say whatever Spirit wants to say through me. So if you have that information and I have not read you already, please provide that information when I ask you, okay? I'd appreciate that. Yo, this week is interesting. And as I was doing the putting down my notes for y'all, I heard boredom can lead to restlessness, or be careful of planning for what's next. You choose. So the bottom line is that, if I said that all convoluted, is the fact that these buds are forcefully coming up out of the ground, are forcefully pushing forward because what? First of all, we've been in hella COVID and we've been isolated, and a lot of people are out running out to get these damn vaccinations. And yo, I'm not here to judge your choice if that's what you want to do. Sonia's not getting them. But I will tell you this. It's a desperation. If I didn't speak to y'all about this, I spoke to the village about it. It's a desperation to push forward, to go back to the normal, and there's no normal. So I think that aggressive push of those, the buds coming up out of the ground is like really forceful in one or two or three ways. It's like to get back to normal, or to start something new, to you feeling really bored and you just want to come out and be a whole nother person because the new day is calling for that. That's all good. But we have to be patient, y'all. I know it's very difficult to be, especially in fire sign season, especially when we've been patient. I'm just going to say we've been patient. Here's the deal, and I'm going to tell you why I told y'all this a couple of times, but Spirit keeps bringing me back to Uranus, bringing me back to Uranus. And you have to understand this, that I give y'all a weekly rundown, especially when I'm very detailed. Before the village started, you got a free detailed rundown, and now I save that for the village. But I'm really good at doing my best to show y'all what the energy is going to be like for the week in a detailed way. However, what's most important oftentimes is those outside planets, right? Like Uranus, like Pluto, like Saturn, like Jupiter, like Neptune, that has this overall hovering, and I keep hearing Spirit go, yeah, these people want to move fast, but remember Uranus. These people want to get that vaccination and go back to on the beach and go to the bars and shit and get frisky and flirt and and hook up, but Think about Uranus. Now, if y'all don't remember, Uranus is about change. It's about radical change. It's about innovation. It's about individuality, right? And here's the deal. Uranus has been sitting in Taurus for the last year. Like literally, and the analogy that I gave y'all before is like the mountain is moving off into the ocean slowly but surely. You may not know. Week by week by week by week, it may look like the same old thing, but things are changing steadily and assuredly. So if Uranus, Aquarius's planet, is in the sign of Taurus, which does not, they don't even work together. They don't work together. But Taurus energy has to concede to Uranian energy because Uranus is like, bitch, I'm moving regardless. I'm changing regardless. I'm being rebellious regardless. I'm bringing y'all into a new era regardless. It's Aquarius's planet. We're in the age of Aquarius, but it's sitting in the vibration of Taurus, and Taurus is stubborn as fuck and doesn't want to move, but it has to. So I say all this to say the patience comes from the fact that even if we're in this Aries season, and at the end of this week, Mercury is going to go into Aries. So we're going to have the sun in Aries. We're going to have Mercury in Aries. Even if we're in this particular season, we have to watch as we move. It's almost like running across the street in traffic. You understand what I'm saying? You know you need to get to the other side quick and fast, but you're not belting out in the middle of the street. You are looking to see what cars are coming. You're looking to see what the traffic light is saying. You're looking to see what that little white man, squirrel. Have you ever realized that there's a white man on the goddamn traffic signal? Why is he a white man? So we can see him? Why can't he be yellow? Why can't he be pink? Why the white man got to tell you to cross the street? And it's okay to cross the street. I'm just saying. Sonia's stupid in my head. But I think about that. I think about shit like that all the time. Anyway. The bottom line is, it's like going across the street. It's about knowing that you need to change. It's about knowing that you, right, babyface, right, Angie? It's about knowing that you need to change and you need to push through, but you gotta watch every angle. That's the patience. Watching every angle. That's the patience, okay? Because it's coming quicker than quick. Things are happening. Things are being expelled. Things are being executed. This is Aries season. It's springtime. It's the new year. Like, let's get it. But that Uranus shit is like, yo, while you're getting it, pay attention. Because once it's changed for a while. Bottom line, point blank. It's changed for a little bit. You're going to sit back and be like, wow, I did not weave in that tapestry strong enough because I didn't think it was going to sustain itself. It has to sustain itself. My point is this, as I hear some downloads, is this. Spirit is not only changing each and every one of us, Spirit is making us responsible for who we are. You understand? As the moon goes into Scorpio for the next couple of days, we will be forced to go deep down and dirty into the belly of who we are. Yes, and it's going to be opposition of Uranus and Taurus, okay? So it's going to make us look at that change like, what should I do emotionally? How should I call myself out? Yo, moon and Scorpio don't have no problems going deep. It's you. Do you have a problem going deep? The moon in Scorpio comes ever so often, like once a month on an average. Do you have a problem going down, scraping the barrel of the barrel of the belly of the barrel? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The bottom of the shit. Do you have a problem going down there and seeing exactly what it is that you're bringing forth? Listen, y'all, we're constantly cleaning. This sounds like a repeat broadcast because why? We are constantly cleaning off. We have to be diligent in how we are creating anew for ourselves and for our world. It will not stop because we are being ushered into a new time. And the moment you go to sleep, the moment you say, oh, I'm good, I'm clean, I got all the information I need, I got the people around me, my tribe is set, the one that's laying in the bed with me, he's mine, she's mine forever. The bottom line is we have to continue to be vigilant because it ain't over. It absolutely is never over, but truthfully, this phase ain't over at all. Don't sleep, y'all. And don't allow, in my opinion, this Aries energy, high tension, push you forward to a point where you can't see. Aries energy is awesome for initiating shit. It's awesome for jumping off the fucking cliff. It's awesome for being positive. It's awesome for staying right on point wherever it is that you are, saying, yes, I can do it. I have the courage. I have the fortitude. I'm on that front line. I'm going to get it. But at the same time, it lacks a little bit of planning. It lacks a little bit of the intellect that goes along with that. Do you understand that? Not to say Aries people are not smart. Please don't interpret it that way. Everybody's smart in their own light, right? But Aries energy is juvenile. It's baby-like. It wants to go. And we want to go. We're bored as fuck. We want to move. But are you bored because you want to shake up out of this situation? Or are you bored because you want to be different within you? That's a real question, even though y'all may think I sound crazy. That's a real fucking question. Are you bored because of your outside circumstances? But are you bored because you're boring your goddamn self? And if you're boring your goddamn self, you gotta take advantage of this moon in Scorpio that's kicked in today, tomorrow, and I believe on Wednesday as well. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yeah, and Wednesday. I'm sorry, I couldn't read your comments, y'all. But the moon in Scorpio says go deep and see why you're bored. See what you need to do to change up. Because that moon in Scorpio is going to be opposition at Uranus that says we're moving anyway, we're changing anyway, steady like, looking for quality. Because Taurus understands that it needs to move forward with quality, with sustainability, not some bullshit, piecing it together with Band-Aids and spit. Nah, not no more. Not no more, y'all. We've done that. Don't you see that? I can't explain. I wish I had the vocabulary to explain the urgency that's in my body. Like there's, please forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but the urgency that I feel, honestly, is that whatever people are doing that I and you used to subscribe to before, we're not doing it anymore. We don't want it anymore. We don't want to talk shit anymore. We don't want to be unfair anymore. We don't want to be so quick and so greedy where we're running for money anymore. Like we are not doing the things that are exhausting our souls to the point of not only exhaustion but death, to the point of getting these weird ass diseases that are coming up. To the point, you understand what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter anymore. Truthfully. Follow that example. Somebody walks up to you and is like, look, I'll give you $1 million or I give you peace at about 100,000. How about this? I give you $1 million or I give you peace with 5,000. So you're gonna take that 5,000 and flip it. Especially because I'm from Yonkers and I could buy some drugs real quick. And 5,000 could be 25,000 in about 3 days. I'm joking, y'all. I'm not a drug dealer. But the bottom line is, are you going to take that piece or are you going to take that million? And that's how deep it is right now. Truthfully, this is what I'm trying to like really instill. It's not just about canceling people out and, oh my God, they're whack. I don't want to deal with them anymore. I'm cutting them off. I don't like my mother. I don't like my sisters. I don't like my brothers. No. We forgiveness when Pisces season was around. Prayerfully, that's instilled in you. Now Aries is like, okay, so let's go forth. What we gonna go forward in? We're gonna go forward with some integrity, knowing that I'm gonna take that 5,000. I'm gonna take that 5,000 and bank on it, and see if I can go somewhere where my soul can be peaceful, where my children can be safe. Think about it, y'all. Think about your choices and where you're going. Mercury is going into Aries on Saturday, right? And it's a huge shift up in things, within the universe, because the sun is already there, like I said, making us very, very forthright, pushing us through, right? And then Mercury is about thinking. Mercury is about communication. Mercury is about, establishing the plan and what it is you need to do and what you can't do. Remember, Aries moves fast, and Aries Mercury allows us to start a thing, but will you follow through? Allows you to have these wondrous, inventive ideas, but will you follow through? When Mercury goes into Aries, if at the very least, plant some people around you and be honest enough to say, I'm not the one that can do this completely. I'll do steps 1 through 5, but you got to take 5 through 10. You have to be honest with yourself in that. Hire people to do the job instead of thinking you're so fucking over intellectual and I can do everything. And we're in this Mars and Gemini phase. Remember that. We're in this Mars and Gemini that wants us to be the producer on top of the producer. Oh, I can do it, I can do it. I can do 5 things and do 7 things. And then Mercury comes in Aries like, yeah, I got a plan. I can do it all. I can start it all. But how do I finish? That's the real of the real. How do you finish? How do you sustain it? Hi, Angelique. How do you sustain it? Think about it, y'all. Like really, 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 really think about it. Because it's not enough to, again, the boredom pushing us into all of these awesome projects and all of these ideas that we have in Aries season is like, yeah, let's do it. For us to pile it in the corner for the next season, for us to be again critical of ourselves, for us to be again sitting back thinking, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. I got too much on my plate. For us to be again spending money to try to get it done. Are y'all hearing me? Yes, y'all? You must be driving or something like that. Or we're in that mode where I'm just talking so much. They're like, yeah, okay, Sonia, got that. yes, y'all, let me know you're here, though. Really, really, let me know you're here. It's an interesting time. I say at the same time, though, there's so many different aspects that are going on this week that I can't even break it down for you because it's like a little bit of a roller coaster ride. Thank y'all for being here, and thank you for responding. I appreciate that. So many different aspects. At the same day, when Mercury goes into Aries, the moon is going to square Aries. I need to talk about that, and then I'm going to ask y'all your sun, moon, and rising. Thank you, Erica McBee. Erica McBee. That sounds like a cookie. Erica McBee. Get your Erica McBee Yosemite lemon cookies. I'm bad with the ending Y. Why? Why are you bad with the Y, Portland? Let me speak on that and then we're going to go. Remember, the moon is about emotions. The moon is about connections to women. The moon is about karmic information. So some karmic information is coming up on Saturday, going up against that Mercury that just turned into Aries. That's a big deal because now we're like, okay, on Saturday, remember, now we're like, okay, I hear what Sonya said, but fuck that shit. I got a good idea for a toe clipper. We're going to do plastic, sustainable toe clippers that can melt in the ocean if it gets, whatever. I'm going to do this toe clipper. It's mine. It's all mine. But your emotions, that moon, which is in Capricorn on Saturday, is squaring that Aries thought. Capricorn is all about planning. Capricorn is all about going up the mountain. Capricorn is all about discipline and limitations. Capricorn doesn't play when it comes to hard work. I love Capricorn energy for that. I think it needs to have a little bit more fun in life every now and again, but it gets the job done. If your emotions that day in Capricorn are going against the mindset that's backed up by Aries sun, the mindset being Mercury in Aries, the sun being in Aries as well. Those two are going up against the moon. It's like there's something in you that's practical that's saying pause. There's something in you that's practical that's saying step by step by step, but we want to jump. That's why I entitled this what I entitled it, and I forgot it already. But if you're bored, it's a choice. If you're bored, it's a choice. You can't be bored and there's no ground for you to step forward on if you're not solidifying your steps, if you're not planting the bricks, if you're not making sure that the road that you're about to walk on is solid enough and you don't go down like quicksand. That's what Capricorn moon is going to tell us all on Saturday when that Mercury in Aries kicks in. It's like, wait, hold on. And listen, you might feel like there's some kind of power play again. The last 3 weeks, it's been nothing but power plays. Squirrel, these motherfucking mass shootings. That's all power plays. I was talking about that in the village too. It's all power plays. People are trying to step up to a space in which they think that they need to be heard. They need to be shown. I need to puff my chest up. I need to let you know who I am because it's a new day. Okay, it is a new day. But here's the deal. You got to be loud about it. That's ego. That's ego. When you're reaching for attention, when you want to be known, because all your life you were either shut down by what it is that you said, or all your life you couldn't initiate these new Aries, this new Aries energy that's coming through, you couldn't initiate shit, your loud vibrato making you just come out like a fucking superhero is not necessarily a space in which you can succeed in. It could be ego. Just check it. It could be the fact that you just want to be louder than everybody in the room because they always told you to shut up. Just check it. The bottom line is slow and steady, man. Slow and steady. Build that shit and get your group of people around you to help you to build it and stay forever evolving. If there are those that are still petty and sitting back in this space that they've been in, it's like, yo, wake up for a second. We're not in that anymore. We got shit to do. You still talking about Jeff? You still talking about dude? You still talking about that shit? Come on, we gotta go. We got to go. We got to build. Y'all hear me, right? All right. Hopefully you really, really get that on Saturday and Sunday, because on Sunday the moon is squaring the sun too. A whole nother ego trip. A whole nother ego trip. I want us all to win, y'all. I want us all to win, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But the only way we can do that is to be aware. Is to be aware of the changes that are happening around us, to be aware of the new people that we have been begging and have been praying to be. But again, it requires work. Again, it requires allowing. Again, it requires vulnerability. And again, it requires a little bit of a renegade spirit. Like, I'm the only one doing this right now? Cool. I'm the only one saying these things right now? Cool. I'm the only one that see the dream right now? Cool. You gotta be able to live in that space if you want to push forth and on a whole new spiritual plan. I hope this makes sense. If you wanna live your life in a whole new vibration, sometimes you gotta break out. You have to break out of the pack. And the pack could be your family, the pack can be your friends, the pack can be anything and everybody. It can be your job, it can be the building, the neighborhood that you live in. Break the fuck out. Renegades do that. Renegades do that. So if you are bored, it's a choice. Use your needy, your need and that restlessness that you have to continue to work on yourself. Do I need a haircut, bitch? Shit, I'm about to go into this new way of being. Let me get another haircut and power up this shit. Do I need to go to the beach every day? Shit, that's what I need to do. Do I need to invest in a little juicer or whatever? Yeah, let me invest in this juicer. Let me power up Sonia. Power up your damn self, because we can't put it on anybody else. Make sense? Yes, y'all? I hope this makes sense. I feel like I'm rambling, but I think somewhere along the line there's a thread. There's a thread that can at least spark you. Okay? Okay, cool. People give me, I'm only gonna do one person today. I apologize, only because I have to go get my beautiful 18-year-old. They're in spring break. What the hell? These fucking goddamn holidays and breaks are just rolling in. It's all melding into one. I used to be up on that shit. I don't even know what's going on. I'd appreciate a thumbs up, a likes, y'all. I never really asked for this shit, but I realized that YouTube works with those goddamn algorithms. And there are people, when you put up the likes and you subscribe and you share, more people come into our community who can get the information that's coming through. If I don't know nothing in my life, I know that what comes through me is true. I do know that. I may not be the best cook. I may not be a bunch of different things, and I'm not gonna rattle them down, but the bottom line is I know what comes through to me is right and exact. So I wanna share that. I wanna share more of that. All right, so put up the likes, share with some people. All right, this is interesting. Portland, I don't think we ever, since I said your name a couple of times today. Thank y'all all for being here. We're gonna go with Portland today, but stick around. Don't drop out. Stick around so y'all can hear. Maybe you can learn something. Portland has a sun in Aries, moon in Cancer, and Virgo rise. Wow. Sun in Aries, moon in Cancer, Virgo rise. Did I write that down? Sun in Aries, moon in Cancer. And what'd you say, Virgo rising? Virgo. That is interesting. Okay, so again, happy solar return to you, Portland. It is Aries season. You got that Cancer moon. You are very, very sensitive. And y'all know, everybody knows, right? That Cancer in Aries is a square. So you irritate your goddamn self. Who That makes me laugh. It makes me laugh because it's what we choose. We choose certain makeups in our personality. I believe that. Our soul chooses it. As we come through the ethers, we're like, you know what? My sun is going to be in Aries and my moon is going to be in Cancer. I want to be a little emotional, but fuck it. I'm going to be hell-bent and ready to do what I want to do as an Aries. But sometimes they don't mesh. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. I see the increase. Sometimes they don't mesh, Portland. Like the sun in Aries in you is learning from the sympathetic part of you, the moon that needs to cry, that needs to release. So please, I'm sure you're mature enough to know this already, but just want to reiterate and remind you, please don't think you're a punk when you do release with tears. Please don't think you're a punk when you do need to restore yourself by the water. Please don't think any of that, because that Virgo rising makes it a little tricky. The Virgo rising, of course, is our protection, the rising is. And if it's Virgo energy, that Virgo energy is criticizing and analyzing everything that comes through the gate where the sun and the moon is, and they are at odds. So the Virgo rise on the gate is doing its best to be the teacher. Everybody calm down when it comes to your sun and your moon and your rise. Your Virgo rise is like, you know, let me be the teacher. Everybody is good. And, you know, let's analyze the thing. Let's be as rational as possible. And if we can't, we just gonna go into denial because I don't want my sun, my core, my ego, and my moon, my emotional body to fight. This is what I'm picking up. It's really, really difficult when we live in our rise for longer than we should. Do y'all get that? Yes, y'all? Hear what I say. When we live in our rise, in which Portland possibly has the propensity to do, I'm not picking on you, sweetie pie, I'm just getting what I'm getting, right? Why? Because Virgo is perfection. Virgo is about analyzing. Virgo does not want to reveal the emotional and the core, the sun and the moon, the emotions and the core, the ego. Virgo doesn't want to reveal the war that's going on. There's a battle happening. And it's not always. You probably learning how to respect your emotions over your sun, and then your sun says, you know, fuck it, I'm an Aries, let's do this shit. And then your emotions has to back up. That's maturity. That square is only necessary and is only helpful, I should say, let me use that word. It's only helpful when you know how to use both your moon and your sun. But the Virgo rise, you stay in that space of protection. Let me hold it back. I don't want nobody to see what's going on behind there. Why? Because Virgo is about perfection. Again, did I say that 3 times? About perfection, about analyzing some shit. Don't let them see you sweat. And if they see you sweat, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. The Virgo energy goes into denial. I have no idea. And as a matter of fact, once I go into denial, I'm just going to take care of everybody else. Virgo rise just lends himself out to everybody else. I'll go get your grandmother tomorrow. I'll pick your dad up on the next day. You need something to eat. You put your attention on other people so you don't have to deal with that sun and moon needing to find some type of reverence with one another. They have to respect each other. Your sun being the one that sets shit off. And then your moon taking care of you when you do. That's the space to be in. That's the respect that both your sun and your moon should give each other. I hope that makes sense to you, baby doll. I'ma go. Gotta go get my baby boy. I love y'all all, and I thank you for your time. I thank you for coming here. I look forward to seeing you more than you know. I look forward to seeing y'all and conversing with you because, again, I've said this time and time again, it makes me feel a little sane. This is information and thoughts that I have all day and night that I feel like sometimes I can't share with even my closest friends. It's hard to. But I find a way to share it with y'all in a way that makes me feel like I'm releasing something. So thank you. Thank you for being here. And can't wait to do more of this. Be good to yourself. Yay, Carrie. I'm so glad. Love you, Tinjin. Tinjin, give me a thumbs up on that issue that you emailed me on. Did you check that out? I'll sit while you go on and do that thing. Thank you for you, Christine. I appreciate that. Tinjin, everything good? You're so welcome, Brianna, and I miss you. I hope you get your ass to Yosemite, man. Yosemite is crazy. You're welcome, Portland. I really pray that helps you out. Hi, April. You stay blessed, too, as well. Angelique, you sitting there by that water still? All right, I'm waiting for Tinjin to respond to me. Maybe he didn't hear me. Oh, yes. Okay, good. Good. Oh, thank you, Danielle. We're about to get one, baby. With the bear on the side. Yosemite means bear. Did y'all know that? Okay, I'm out. I'll see y'all later. Take care of yourself. Bye.